Hello there viewers, how are you doing? And welcome back to Farmer's Life. Actually, correction, welcome to a talk or a bit of a rant about Farmer's Life. As you can actually tell, this is a voiceover and I've already done a whole entire episode of Farmer's Life, recorded it, done all the speaking, the commentary. I brought up a few things as well whilst actually playing the game. But when it came to editing, I was like, this is absolutely a disaster. My commentary is even slower than before because my brain was trying to rack itself around what I was actually seeing. At the moment, for the main game, I have shown everything. I have done everything in the main game. There's nothing else to show at all. I would like to actually make that clear. Then it brings me to the Pimp My Cottage DLC, which was a fantastic DLC. It introduced a lot of things that you could actually do whilst you were playing the main storyline of the actual game, and it was fantastic. Even that end game, it kind of brought in things that you could actually do for a couple more hours to actually play and have fun with, and it was actually great. Fine, it was a bit buggy when it first released, and then of course hotfixes came out. There is a few things that I would like to change about that DLC, but I don't think the creators will do it because it's so minuscule. But they've missed out on a fantastic thing to actually make the DLC 100% connect to the actual main game, and that is with the teleportation of creatures going into the pens. It's not 100% how the main game's pens, that's it, they just get teleported in straight away and they're still and they're sleeping. Whereas Pimp My Cottage is teleportation into the pens, they still move. 50% going to be teleported in perfectly and they're going to stay still, then they go to sleep. Then the other 50% is that they get teleported in, they're not still, and they don't go to sleep. I've had animals roaming in a pen for God knows how long and died eventually because they end up wanting to gallop like horses do. And then they just get stuck. Somehow, that's it. Goners. And that has happened to me. Mostly, it has happened with the main pens, but very rarely. And I mean very rarely. Out of the hours, how long I've been playing, it's happened twice. In Pimp My Cottage, it is a constant. And then brings me to the doors. They don't stay open. In the main game, if you open a door, you save, you log off, load back on, they're open. This DLC, no. The doors are always shut when you log on. and they are a target for the animals. It seems like they don't know how to go around the doors properly. I've seen a horse walk straight in line to the actual open door frame, and then once it gets near the doors, it turns to the doors and walks into them and starts continuously walking in that same direction with a door in its way, and it don't go, oh, wait a sec, this is a door, I need to go around. So that DLC, it's got its flaws, but I like it. Now, the sore subject for me, the reason why this is not an episode is, of course, the stage that I'm on in the game is Spread the Bread DLC. I've covered Pimp My Cottage DLC, and I've brought up all these topics what I've said in this video in other videos. So I did a video introducing the new DLC because I was in winter. So when it came to the time that I had to actually sow in the new crops, the seeder wasn't working properly. The once field, what was covered by snow, ended up turning into half a field that I could cultivate properly and half not, with all the patches and all the grass what was coming through. So it made my time with the cultivator or the handheld plow and the harvester to make sure that I could actually sow in the new crop on time even longer. The cultivator, I've always complained about it. It needs to kind of be edited in the way of a plow and a cultivator, because if you get these patchy areas, the cultivator needs to go, right, around this patch is a field which I'm creating, but yet this middle piece is not being created into a field. I need to do that, and does it. And then you don't have to spend more time with the combine harvester or scythe to get rid of the grass, and then the plow or handheld plow, the hoe, to turn it back into a field. It was once a field, why is it half not now? Have a few days after the snow to get to that point when probably someone's moved a field from one place to another. Whilst driving, I noticed half of the screen was showing crops that are planted, and then the other half of the screen was showing the plants not sown in, even though in that whole entire area there is crops planted and sown in. I did mention the fact that the seeder wasn't working properly. It took about 4 tries in one area of me going in a straight line, pressing on and off, going down it again, leaving it on, trying out things to get this seeder to work, and it just didn't. I was getting frustrated. You could tell in the video I was getting frustrated. I reckon there is a bug for one of the crops. I can't remember which one it was, but one of, actually, canola. It was canola. I planted in canola the first day after the sun comes up and the snow goes away. Literally the first day of the new season. And it said 80 odd hours. That is the longest crop wait time there is. And I think that is a bug. If it's not, you have to get canola in on the first day of your field being cleared, or you will not be able to actually grow it at all. Unless they've made the actual snow come later. I don't know. The wife is not doing all her chores. The water isn't going in. Nor the wood, it seems like it. But I've got to admit, whilst I was doing my video, I have got 300 and odd pieces of wood in there. But I've never got a full amount of water in there. The screen was 50% visible because the fact that whilst spending the whole day in the field, it went to raining, foggy, sunny, raining, foggy, sunny, about 3 times in that day. Pick a weather cycle for that whole entire day. Not mix it up. If it's clear, it's clear. If it's rainy, it's rainy. If it's foggy, it's foggy. When it's swapping like that all the time, the visibility was dreadful, trying to keep in line with the field and sowing in the crops. I just got really annoyed. So I thought, right, instead of doing a video, let's talk about it. I haven't gone onto Steam or the Discord to see what the bugs are, if anybody's actually even reporting bugs. But let's have a conversation here of what your gameplay has been like. Would you like me to still cover this game? I know I don't get many views. I'm not a big YouTuber. But for me, I don't want to play this game in the state that it's in. But if my viewers would like me to continue showing it off, mind you, there's probably only going to be 2 more videos and then Farmer's Life will be gone from the channel because, as I said before, I've done everything from Pimp My Cottage, I've done everything from the main game. I'm only playing it because the new DLC, Spread the Bread. Once that has been shown, I don't need to come back to the game. Unfortunately, I can continue myself and get richer and richer, but yeah, I've already shown it. So for now, let's see what your gameplay is like, what your thoughts are. Because remember, these are paid DLCs. And the game is 100% out of early access. So it's a fully developed game with DLCs. And for me, it was an absolute bugfest. And yeah, I just can't do an episode on it because the video was that bad and frustrating. So anyhow, this is actually the end of this episode. Thank you very much for listening. Remember, I appreciate you all. And you'll hopefully see me in the next one of gameplay. So for now, goodbye, and thank you again.